Hey, it's you! Come on in, we're so glad to see you.
We have our third shaving cream from the new line at Ariana and Evans.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays,
we are the Barbershop Duet.
And we're so excited to be your Barbershop Duet. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to us. And if we've never met you, would you join one of the live chats and say hi? There's a great group of folks from all over the world hanging out there, and we'd love to meet you too.
Yeah, the Whip Pack, our fun friends.
Find out where you're from, and if it's late enough in the day for you to be drinking, those kind of things.
Exactly.
So come on in and say hi. And what's our mention
Our mention today goes way back to our first soap from Ariana and Evans that we ever got, and we had to get the splash to complete it.
Y'all, we have been playing catch up now that we understand the glory of the matching soap and splash combination, especially for our favorites, and this one just blew our skirts up so high they haven't come down yet. So when we joined the Shaving Shop Club, what did we find?
Our wonderful splash.
A hefty discount, y'all, if you're a club member for $9.99. And I love having a shave and being able to put the splash on my face. It's a slightly different character.
Just a little different dry down here, which is super cool to see how the scent kind of switches in each look.
I don't think the scent's been rebalanced, but it grabs onto the different mediums in different ways, so there are fun things to explore.
And I gotta say, this scent, we don't have anything like it in our den. It just, as soon as you get a whiff of it, you're like, yep, it's Ariana and Evans, we know.
And we live in an area where the fog is notorious for shutting down our airports. In fact, it has a name. Let's meet the soap. All right, y'all, so from the sales page at aegrooming.com.
Sylvan fog will remind you of an early morning walk in the forest after a late evening rainfall. This was my first use of, wait for it, petrichor and civet.
Now, y'all, somebody asked us the other day, we do choose our soaps by looking at the scent notes. Absolutely. But between the time they get here and they sit on the piano for a while, we usually forget and we only remember one or two, and we'll say that. But this one, y'all, I picked this because I was looking for the outskirts. I wanted to shoot from the reeds. I wanted to know where the envelope was being pushed, and clearly this was it. Now, the echoes from the boys in the back rooms has been absolutely positive about this, but I can't wait to discover a civet note that might make me want more, because that is one of the most odd and intriguing notes that seems to be ubiquitous in this community.
But having Peter's nose on it makes it even more intriguing.
I know, so let's open the box. This is how it comes from Peter.
Is this the last one in here?
It is. It's the last one in the order that we made. We did not get the splash. Now we might wait and see, because, well, civet, y'all, we kind of want to audition this a little bit first.
Pre-sniff it, you know?
Who knows?
So our third cream. This is our third.
Plastic for your protection. On the side, look at this artwork.
Oh, you can really see the fog action.
A little bit futuristic. I know. Look at the way the trees are just poking through the fog.
And it's got the sign.
We did look up the word Sylvan in the dictionary before we shot our episode today. It means coming from the woods or a wooded area. So I bet this is going to have some cedar in it. My fingers are crossed. Let's have our first impression. All right, y'all, so this is not going to be Aventus. This is not going to be anything that we know or anything that we've been expecting. That's pretty much all we know. So I'm excited for you to go first, and I'm going to ask you some questions.
Okay. I do love the smell of fog in the forest. Like if we go camping in the redwoods, there is a different smell there.
Waking up in Big Basin, y'all, there's nothing better. You can taste the fog.
Yes. And this soap actually has it in the title. So it's meant to really be there.
I don't think there's another fog soap.
No, but I think we get the illusion just because that's like we live closest to it. So we always like fill in the blanks. But this is actually meant to have fog in it.
I think we all had like London fog jackets growing up in the 80s.
That might be it, yeah.
I wonder if this is going to smell like damp or something.
Right? Like, I don't know, but like think of like wet wood or like a wet forest. It has a different thing.
Y'all, if you are new to petrichor is an oil that forms on leaves. And then when they die and they fall off the tree and they dry, it's sort of waits and it sits there, and then when the first rain comes, it wakes it all up, and the human is alerted to that smell because it means that the first rain is here, the harvest is going to be good. It's a really calming smell to the human. So I love that might be a little bit in here as well, but why don't you know for sure? Take it in.
I don't even know if I remember what the civet kind of note smells like either. Like that's been in one or two other ones, but
civet. So here you go. I think this is a synthetic one, but I'm not sure. I'm
gonna be brave. We're gonna find out.
All right, so take it in. Here we go.
Time to go to the forest here.
Oh, it's
the cream decide here. Okay.
It's beautiful. It's doing a Moses thing on one side.
Okay. I think this is, I don't want to say the most pure petrichor, but I think this is the most that we can reference because the few other ones we smelled have been like in the rainforest or somewhere international. But we have a forest, and it does smell like a foggy forest.
So wait a minute. Wait, hold on.
Like if I were to imagine petrichor, this is what I think I thought it was going to smell like.
So
does that make sense?
We're camping.
Yes.
We're 40 miles east of Santa Cruz.
Like Northern California is blessed with this.
You wake up in the morning,
yeah,
and you poke your head out the tent.
Yes. I was about to shove it in your nose, but I don't
want
to.
Is this what you're getting? Is this it?
There is a crispness that you can only have if it's cold enough to have fog.
Oh, right.
You know? Like, that's the difference I'm getting.
We're bringing the physics into the
We
barbershop
are,
today,
clearly.
And then...
It's so clean, though. It is not the dirt floor of the forest
Then that might
all.
answer my question. Can you sense the...
So it's not that part. It is I stood up out of the tent and I'm in the fog layer is what I'm getting.
Right.
And I know Sylvan, it means like from the forest.
Yes.
But I almost get like a silver kind of vibe. You know,
so
like
not
a gray fog.
Not like traditional civet where it's going to be a little to your nose, right?
No, it just makes me know I'm outside.
Right.
This could change in the lather or the splash.
Because the outside has animals in it, y'all, and it just does give a gentle vibe to things when there's a lot of animals around, right? So I think that's kind of what the civet note is designed to do and bring forward.
And I can tell I'm outdoor, but I'm not overthrown by tons and tons of woods either. I don't know how that's possible. I know you really have to get. That's all the words I got. I don't want to keep it to myself.
I am
gotta guess.
so encouraged by her words. I think I might have a good idea, actually, going by what you said.
Okay.
So hold on a second.
But not what we purchased thinking in our minds.
Cold, that's new. Clean, foggy, moist. Yep. Okay. So hold on. I think I know where you're going.
Okay.
Let me see.
But we do not have something like this in our den yet.
And we've got a few petrichors, y'all.
We do, but
for
not like this.
Okay. Hold on. Oh my.
Very different. Does what I said make sense now? He's lost for words. He wants to go to the forest now, please.
Y'all, first of all, already knowing how this lathers, like high level, I am like blown over and freaking shocked that this level of decadence and complexity in a scent can be delivered to your house for like $12. Y'all, hold on.
Aren't you glad you didn't shave yet? You can fuss this out?
There are so many layers to this. There are so many. Okay, so I kind of want to attack this meteorologically.
Yeah, pretend I didn't say anything. I want to hear what you were saying.
There is a fog that happens on top. It is beautiful. It is cold. It is clear.
Yep.
And it is like smelling a mist, like through the tops of trees. Then, let's go down a little bit.
Yep.
There's kind of a cloudy, rainy layer then for me. And the way that rain has kind of a sweet scent even before it hits the ground, kind of that kind of a deal.
But the other ones that have had floral. This
yes,
doesn't.
or fruits.
Right, something
and this
sweeter. This doesn't.
It's being done in some other...
Yes.
Whoa.
And then the base. Is there something hiding at the bottom?
And then this hits... this hits the trees, and something as delightful as cinnamon is to be discovered in the bark as the rain makes its way down to the forest floor.
Right?
It's like a Dickens novel, Peter. Gee, okay, hold on.
Wait, that's what I meant by I don't get as much woodsy as I thought. I get the wet wood, barky side.
And then the rain hits the floor of the forest, and the petrichor wakes up. So hold on. She is absolutely right about this being a supernatural and beautiful and perfect petrichor. But I expected that to be kind of, hi!
Right.
I'm petrichor! Because that's kind of what happens before.
Right.
This petrichor just gently, as you're discovering the fog and the rain, gently moves in beside you and just is there for you to lean on. This is not a petrichor forward. This is a petrichor middle, balanced, beautiful, and yet the perfect amount to give you that sense of the first rain of the season in a very dry forest that needs it. And what a beautiful...
Do you get morning?
Symphony this
because
is.
I really got morning
100%,
somehow.
100%.
Like I knew.
Because when I'm sensing the fog on top, I'm seeing like the sun rays hit the fog, and the fog is like shielding us from those sun's rays.
It really is
right?
like you unzip the tent, at least for us, and like we're about to prep breakfast, but it's cold, it's chilly.
And they use the word around here like socked in. We're
Yes.
like socked in because it does. It has this feeling when it comes over the Golden Gate Bridge of like this cape that it's dragging over the whole Bay Area, and then it just does this, and you're socked in. And sometimes it takes until 2, 3, like today, it takes till 2 or 3 in the afternoon for that light to push its way through what's called the marine layer. Y'all, how you encapsulate that in a soap.
And we know our fog. They call it Carl here in the San Francisco Bay Area.
His name's
It
Carl
has a
with
name.
K.
On the radio.
Since 2010,
Carl's here.
right? Yeah, I don't know if it was K-Fog that actually created that name.
I don't know. But it stuck, whoever did. And I get it here. I really, really do. I don't know how, but it is exactly that vibe.
And y'all, now that I'm just sitting relaxed under a beautiful cloud cover, let's take a look at these scent notes. All right, y'all. So from the sales page at aegrooming.com, dirt path, wet foliage, greenery, dew-soaked plants, and wet underbrush.
Yikes. That was the next layer. You were right.
Generously poured at 5.3 ounces, one of the biggest soaps in the business. All right, so the actual list of scent notes
Here we
are...
go. It literally says morning dew.
100%.
That's exactly what it says. Oh, that's the gentle sweet.
Y'all, a sort of an evergreen, a sort of a gentle candied evergreen that we've become a bit familiar with this year.
Right.
A hinoki. Whoa, what a perfect idea. And then
fern. So see the gentle greens. It's there, but they're gentle. And then straight up leaves. You decide what kind.
straight up leaves. Beautiful.
And then rainfall / petrichor, which is kind of that note we were trying to explain. Oh.
And then a couple of friends here.
Whoa.
Mugwort
Mugwort?
and civet. So, muffins don't come out of them.
No.
You know, little candy dots don't come out of them. Other stuff comes out of them. But, y'all, nature has different scents for different reasons. Is a petrichor a gorgeous scent? Well, if you've just had a nose full of roses and carnations, maybe not. But is it a gorgeous scent if you're in the mood for an outdoor sense of freshly fallen rain?
Yep.
100%. I'm not always in the mood for David Bowie.
But
Most
sometimes.
of the time. But every once in a while, you need a little Carole King to balance things out. So I think there is something in that civet and mugwort that isn't the part of it that makes us go, it's the part of it that makes the human go, huh.
Right.
And things like that definitely can do that. I mean, y'all, George Carlin once notoriously said, you ever notice your own farts smell okay? So I think it's that. I think it's without winter's cold, summer has no sweetness. I think there's just barely enough of those in there to give you that sense of you could be somewhere a little bit spicy and dirty, but you're not, because the overwhelming vibe of this is like, well, cleaner than Aventus somehow. Can I say that? Like somehow they're using all of these rich and dirty spices to make something so clean.
And honestly, I would never know those are in here because of how clean
Right. It's
the
in the
smell
freaking
is off the post.
Green Irish tweed line here, y'all. There's a placard coming. Okay, what's the next one?
Rosemary.
Rosemary.
But again, not the heavier woods, right? It just has a gentle green suggestion.
Again, usually rosemary is one that really pokes at you. That is a strong personality. That's a Gladys Kravitz of herbs and spices, but somehow it's just here to give it sort of almost a woody citrusy sense.
Yes.
If that makes sense. And then
Without
moving
getting
on,
sweet, you know?
No,
like
right.
It doesn't get too sweet.
Right, absolutely.
Okay. Haitian vetiver.
Which we've smelled before. I think it takes a little bit of the like front lawn sense out of vetiver.
I might agree
and gives
from
it
what
a
I'm
bit
getting
more
here.
of a dry character, a bit more of a spicy, herby character.
I'm with you. And then we got 2 more fun ones.
And then, ladies and gentlemen, the rarely seen banner, Marcus was right.
But he was. There was cedar. See? It's there.
I know in my heart. And then,
Oak moss is our finale here.
very
Which
often
makes
just
sense.
bringing things together, especially fougères and barbershops, y'all. Oh,
But the
a
forest
deep
vibe
spice,
here.
but nothing too like grabby you down, nothing too patchouli or things like. Whoa, what a magnificent!
I don't know what forest we're in, but it is wonderful, let me say.
We did not get the special edition label.
Oh,
but
we didn't.
That's
That's okay.
okay. There are mysteries and wonders still to be held in this. Whoa, y'all, let's take this down to the forest floor. Let's go a little deeper. This is our Sharp Shaver bowl.
Original
from
prototype,
Sharp
yeah.
Shaver. And this was a gift from Sean Smaldridge and his wife, Julie. This is our very first Trotter brush. This is in the
They're
patina
matchy-matchy.
colorway. Now, y'all, let me have a brief conversation about Peter Chikalis and how he has just done this so right. Not only is this base extraordinary and functional and utilitarian and fun and luxurious. But hold on, take a look here. We got our gourmand on the left of our cherry cola, harkening back to his grandfather's luncheonette counter. We've got our Soir Noir, harkening back to the days when he'd throw a little cologne on and go out for the evening. And then we got a little Sylvan fun.
A little vacation in the forest.
Yeah, a little weekend trip out to the mountains. Y'all, the width and breadth of just these three soaps in front of you is incredible.
And there's more in this line we have not gotten to yet.
I don't even know if I know these came from the same artisan because the cleverness is so unique in each one.
They clearly started from scratch, you know?
Right.
It wasn't preset.
And I love that it's not just like apple pie, lime pie, cherry pie. No, it's just so
Creams
different.
are their own little selection here.
Okay, here we go.
All right,
now,
speaking of cream,
now,
be gentle.
This is as close as you'll see to me needing a stunt man here in the Barbershop Duet because look how soft this is. Are you ready? 1, 2. You just scrape it. You just give it a little shave and it just comes right off on your bougie stick. So here we go. This is one of the prototypes from Philip Sharp.
Yes. It's got all the little 3D printed grooves in here. It's actually like that water added. I know the petrichor's in there, but there's something that's floating out of this bowl that just woke up even more, adding that little water hit to it, I gotta say.
Balance in this. Y'all, the single scent notes are lovely, but I love it when a perfumer has to add a dash of this and a dollop of that to bring you a perfect vibe in the mix. That's what music's all about, folks.
Okay, it's totally waking up the lather. Let's
look at that
little...
plaster. You can't even see the 3D printed ridges anymore. And it's still asking for a little more foam.
So we decided that we want to make a legit, real solid lather because we're going to demonstrate on our faces to show you how it works. So
we don't do shaving on the Barbershop Duet, but I did think it was kind of criminal that we do not at least put a little lather on our faces.
A year in, it was almost
That's what I want to know. Yeah, I want to know how it covers right out of the bowl. So we're going to start doing that.
So we'll spend a little more time chatting and lathering, but there you go. Okay, yeah. But do we want to compare these real quick before we get to...
we sure do. This is the 221 B Baker Street with y'all on 3, 1, 2.
Yep.
The best part about this is how they put the sweet into the clean. I don't know how to better describe that.
No, that's it. And I had seriously would have no idea that it has the civet and the other part in there, but the petrichor here is definitely got brighter because it has that little deeper side.
Yeah, everything I thought civet was. Hold on. There's none of that to your nose in this. No. This is totally safe.
So don't read that and get scared.
I don't even think the civet's mother would know what's in there.
Okay, you want a little slap on your face here?
I do. Okay.
I'll do
you do the honors. Y'all, look at that. Look how that covers. Y'all. Look. Right?
Yeah, Vic, yeah.
We could go do mime work after this. This is, does it feel a little cool on your face?
It does. I don't know if it's just
air in this room. Is it possible there might be a little bit of synthetic menthol in this?
I mean, if it's fog, I was going to almost say you could add menthol.
Whoa, y'all, look how that covers.
Oh, I was just thinking this is actually really good that it came out during summer because it does almost have that escape to like a nice cool place. If you wanted to go on a mental vacation there, this is the shit.
100% at Douglas Lane, I'm looking at you. If you are an early morning shaver and you are used to that little bit of that briskness outside before the sun comes up to wake everything up, only that one annoying bird has even started chirping yet. This would be perfect because this brings you that like before the sunrise cool breeze feeling to your face.
It's good for the soul, man. It's like that.
100%. That, it's so calming beyond petrichor.
Right.
And I think if it were any less sweet, it wouldn't be magical. So, Peter, if you were wondering whether or not to put in that last dash of magic, you were right. You were 100% right.
It's just enough of the natural, like, watery scent that's sweet.
Ooh,
do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, it's somehow in this scent here.
I would not throw you out of bed for saying this was an exceptional aquatic, y'all.
Right.
And just to give you a little bit of a ranking, I would totally put this in my FOTE list. I am slowly curating a favorites of all time now that we're approaching our 300 soap. Y'all, every time I go to explore the soaps in my cabinet, this one is going to be in the first 2 or 3. This is just magical. I don't know how better to say it.
Well, it's almost like, when you see an artist that paints a picture of somewhere that you're like, oh, that's just a beautiful escape. Yeah, for us, this is really close to us because in Northern California, there is always that fog layer when we go camping in the woods. It's very personal to us. Like, it's like an escape to there.
So it's pretty simple, y'all. When you have a little baby Cavalier King Charles Spaniel and it's your Sarah's birthday, you're going to go out to Big Basin State Park. You're going to drive on this tiny little curvy road about 30 miles east of Santa Cruz, California. Just about the time you feel like you're going to barf and your phone stops working, you're going to break camp in the most beautiful, magnificent, glorious country that has ever been created by the hand of God. And just about the time you figure out what that civic crap is on your shoulder, you just got your own!
So head over to aegrooming.com or shavingshopclub.com to find this and a bunch of other stuff I want.
Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Sylvan Fog, one of the most beautiful, beguiling, mysterious scents of our year so far, and one of my favorites, a journey into a J.R.R. Tolkien-esque cold morning of a thick blanket of fog wrapped around you, but something so beautiful and clean and comforting and clever that you just want to stay. And y'all, for as good as this formula functions, it has no business being as cheap as it is. Peter Chikalis, thank you for continuing to crack the code, my friend. Yeah, you say the secret word, you divide $100.
Welcome to Messages. These 2 brushes were sent to us from Craig at Opus Brush so that we could have a special giveaway just for you.
Yeah, y'all, he sent these for free, and one of them is going to go to our lucky winner here on YouTube, and all you have to do is send an email here to we sent you at thebarbershopduet.com so we can get back to you, be one of our subscribers. Mm-hmm. Check out Opus Brush on Instagram, and then be back here on July 3rd when we draw our lucky winner on the show, and the other brush we're going to give away on an Instagram Live with Craig himself at the end of the summer.
Yeah, best of luck. So after I'm getting my nose really deep into this, I think this could maybe check in your box for the ones that you've been looking for a clean scent. Not clean laundry, just clean
Marcus,
scent.
Clean scent. And you're right. I'm so glad you said that. There is something just as amazing and comforting as like a clean laundry musk in this without it being clean laundry musk at all, but it has that sort of just comforting, beautiful hug vibe to it. And y'all, this is the first one that is for sure on the top 5 for that Marcus beautiful, clean. Somebody's going to walk by you and be like, oh, what was that?
Oh,
that guy is just clean and beautiful and put together. That is not an aftershave sort of homage.
Nope.
It is in completely the different natural direction. If you are a Redwoods guy rather than a Christian Dior guy, this would be your clean and comforting
I
place.
completely agree. I am so glad after reading those scent notes you were brave and pushed purchase because we need this in our den. It is a must-have.
Shoot for the reins, folks! In this world, you will never be disappointed.
It's true. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You will smell better just watching this.